The idea of a projective test is that, right, they present you with an ambiguous stimuli, usually a picture of some sort. And then you just kind of say what you see. And then they interpret your response to it and tell you what is wrong with you. Now, there are two types of projective tests. Okay, everybody got this? Two types of projective tests. There is the original one's what's called a TAT, a thematic apperception test, where what they would do is they would show you an ambiguous picture such as this one, and then you just make up a story about it. And from that story, they're then able to analyze your psyche. So, who has an idea like what might be happening in this picture right here? Anyone? Just there's no right or wrong answers to these. The woman doesn't want the man to go. Okay. Yep. All right. Anything else? Okay. That she cheated on him, doesn't want him to leave. Okay. All right. That's the idea behind these. All right. All of the pictures are ambiguous. Okay. They're unclear. The lady wants the man to love her or pay attention to her, but his mind is somewhere else or looking at someone else. Okay. There we go. Um, Here's some other examples. This is like a set. It's not just like any random picture, like they choose one specifically. But these are some of the examples of TATs. Again, the problem with these, oh crap. The problem with this is there's no empirical evidence. Like there's no way to scientifically measure it because it's just somebody interpreting what somebody else says. The other one, what is called a Rorschach ink blot test. I think most of you all have heard of these before. Okay, a Rorschach is a projective test in which rather than a picture, it is just a blob of ink in a certain shape, generally black and red ink. And the idea is you look at it and say the first thing that you see, and then they analyze what you say. This was developed by a guy named Herman Rorschach, who found this. This was actually like a children's game. And he was like, oh, I could make this into a personality assessment and make a lot of money off of it. Okay? It's nonsense. It's nonsense. But people who like interpret this stuff like have to be trained to do it. But if you ever go to a therapist and they start giving you a TAT or a Rorschach, just find a different therapist. Okay? Because you might get into some weird shit there. All right, so Rorschach ink blot. So, for instance, here's an example right here. What do you see? Bears dancing. Anybody else? Clown. Okay. Bloodstains. Okay. Butterfly. Okay. All right. Two elephants. I see two, or maybe two gnomes dancing. Two gnomes high fiving. All right. Two bears connecting hands. All right. And here's another one right here. Dragon. Okay. I see like a big penguin. Okay. All right, if you are interested, poop stain, okay, raccoon. If you are interested in doing a Rorschach, all right, this is a link right here for an online version of the Rorschach test where they will analyze your answers. And you can see that there is not a whole lot of validity. Neither of these tests are particularly valid. Okay, and they have very low reliability. Okay. All right. So does anybody have any questions there about projective tests?